What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be doing a yoga sequence that is especially designed to target our entire core. And as you know, our videos, we're gonna make sure that we target not only all the muscles of our core, but most importantly, all the movement patterns that our core has. Obviously, we're not gonna be getting into all the movement patterns, and we're not gonna be doing anything standing per se, but we're gonna be focusing on spinal flexion from top to bottom, from bottom to top, or obliques by doing rotations and side flexion, as well as taking care of our posterior chain by doing some lumbar extension and some exercises for our posterior chain. And finally, our hip flexors, because yes, they are part of your core, and hip flexor strength, it is super useful for handstand presses and a variety of bodyweight skills. As always, I design these routines to be very functional, and functional has millions of definitions, but let's see it as it is applicable for bodyweight skills. This routine will enhance your handstand holds, will enhance your press to handstands, your front lever, your back lever, or your levers per se, as well as any stability exercise. Our core is one of the most important parts that we have, not our rectus abdominis, but our entire core. With that being said, guys, the only thing that we're going to be needing today is a pair of blocks. I'm sitting in one right now, and the reason is to modify some of the positions to make them easier. For example, the L-sit. If you don't have an L-sit on the floor, this can just help you get a little bit of leverage and get those legs up, and also to modify some positions and make them a little bit harder by just grabbing the block and squeezing it together. So you truly do not need the blocks, but they will come handy in some of the moves. And if you don't have blocks, a couple of books that are the same height will work just fine. With that being said, recommendations for this routine, I put it on the title as being daily. What I recommend is that you try this routine and do it at least 2 to 3 times per week. See how you feel, and if you can finish the entire routine and you feel fine and your body is adjusting to the new stimulus, then I recommend that you do this sequence every single day, just because your core is a resilient muscle and it recovers very fast. And if you adapt your core to be stable and strong, then it's gonna pay off dividends in the future. However, as always, we have beginners and we have advanced and we have everything in between. If you are on this routine is way too easy, put some ankle weights, modify the routine and do it a little bit harder for you. If this routine is way too easy for you, that means that you have the knowledge to make it harder. And as I said, either ankle weights or just repeat this routine 2 to 3 times. And if you are in this routine is absolutely insane, it is way too hard. The first group was way too easy. This is way too hard. Just do what you can. Maybe just do the first portion of the routine, maybe do half the routine, maybe do the full routine, but take breaks in between. And as you do this routine over and over, you're gonna realize that you're getting stronger, your endurance is gonna go up, and you might be able to finish the entire routine as you do this routine constantly. Once you do that, again, 2 to 3 times per week, and once you get accustomed to that, you can do this routine every single day. With that being said, guys, the winners from last week's giveaway, before we get into the video, are going to be Vicky Clisette, Maicon Unio, I believe, or this name, and Ellie Sullivan. You guys just won 3 months for free as a premium membership to the SM Academy, full access to our entire library of courses, workout programs, and our entire move list section, as well as our new workout program, the Hybrid Home Workout Experience, a program like you have never seen before and that you can do from the comfort of your own home. If you want to participate on the next video giveaway, please make sure to comment within the first 60 minutes of this video and get a chance to win some SF free membership. With that being said, guys, I will see you in the video. Alright guys, so let's begin. Put your blocks to the side or some place where they don't disturb you. We're going to begin in a kneeling position, and we're going to begin with some core activation to get a sense of our core, especially on that flexing position. and this is gonna teach you what is the right position to be in a handstand. Let me explain the exercise and then we'll go through it. First, we're gonna inhale and we're gonna arch everything up. Arching basically means expanding or arching your lumbar spine and your entire spine from your cervical all the way to your lumbar spine. And then we're going to exhale and we're gonna flex, but not completely flex, only to the point that we are straight. If I put my hands overhead, you're gonna extend here, then as you exhale, you remain in that vertical line that we're looking in the handstand by contracting the core, by really sucking that belly in and finding that neutral spine. Record yourself and see how you look, and this is gonna teach you that proper handstand position. We're gonna begin with our hands on our knees and then we're gonna raise them overhead. Place your hands on your thighs, on your knees, wherever they feel comfortable. Take a deep inhale, and slowly arch. Feel the muscles of your back. Exhale and feel the muscles of your core, the front part of your core. Inhale, exhale, really squeezing those abs. Inhale, if you need to put your hands here to feel it, exhale, that is fine. Let's bring our hands, arms overhead. Inhale, exhale, try finding that middle line. Inhale, exhale. Now inhale, go into full kneeling position, squeeze your butt, arch as much as you can, you don't need to arch that much, and exhale, bring everything to the center line. You can keep your hands right here. Inhale, exhale, bring your hands behind your head, take a deep inhale, arch. Now exhale, find that middle position, and now round, bring the elbows together and bring the forehead as close to your knees as possible. Inhale, arch. Exhale, flex. Now full arching, inhale. Now exhale, round, bring your butt towards your heels and round completely. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Last one, inhale, arch. And exhale, round. Inhale, go back to neutral. Let's go into a table tuck position. We're gonna do now the same motion. You've probably done this in the past. And it is the similar motion that we're doing there, but it's cat-cows basically. So you get into cat by inhaling and exhaling into cow. So let's go together. Find your neutral position first. Protract your scapula, be strong on your shoulders. Inhale, arch. And exhale, round. Bring the shin towards your chest, posterior to your pelvis, squeeze the butt, squeeze the core. Inhale, exhale. Really feeling the activation on your core. Inhale, exhale, and hold. Feel the roundness of your spine. Feel your core activating as much as possible. If you get a cramp, that's fine. From here, keeping that posterior pelvic tilt, walk your knees back and get into plank pose. Adjust your plank pose as you need to. Make sure your shoulders are protracted, deep pressed, and your core is pushing down to get more activation on the lower region. Hold it for time. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and set the knees down. Raise your right arm, left arm in front, and your right leg behind. Find the stability, bird dogs, we're doing it right now. Create full hip extension on your right leg, engage the glutes, engage the hamstrings, and reach forward with your left fingers, keeping the core engaged. Now, round, elbow to knee. Inhale, back to neutral, full hip extension, exhale, round. Inhale, exhale. Release your hands. Let's go to the other side. Right hand in front, left leg, full hip extension. Find your balance, find your center, and exhale, round. Inhale back, exhale, round. Inhale, and exhale, hold. 3, 2, 1, release. Let's go back into plank pose. Hold it for 3, 2, 1, transition into side plank on your right arm. If side plank is way too hard, as always, modify by being on your elbows. We're gonna go for one side flexion, so hips down, push your hips up, and then we're gonna go in rotation. That way we target both of our obliques functions in one single exercise. So down, up, feet forward, thread the needle, back, and we repeat. We're gonna go for 5 on one side. Without any rest, we're gonna transition into the other side and repeat the same movement. So let's get into your right arm. Lower your hips down. Exhale, bring it up. Left foot forward, thread the needle, feel the rotation, feel your left oblique. Go back, down, up, forward, thread the needle. Hips down, up, foot forward, rotate. 2 more, down, up, foot forward, rotate. Down, up, foot forward, and rotate. Go to plank and go to side plank on the other side. I don't want to give the back to the camera. Lower your hips down, hips up, foot forward, rotate. Hips down, hips up, foot forward, rotate. 3 more, lower down, up, lower down, up, control the movement. Last one, lower down, up, foot forward, and rotate. Go back to plank. Lower down into lower push-up, little vinyasa, just stretch just a tiny bit for abs, and then back to downward facing dog. If it's your first downward facing dog of the day, find some movement in your legs, rotate side to side, find some space, return to your body, return to your breathing. We're gonna raise our left leg up towards the sky. Bring the knee by exhaling towards the left tricep. Inhale back to one-legged down dog. Exhale to the right tricep. Inhale back again to one leg down dog. Exhale, knee to nose. We're gonna repeat that 3 times, full circle. So inhale, exhale to left tricep. Inhale, exhale to right tricep. Inhale, exhale to middle. One more for 3 rounds. Inhale, exhale to the left. Inhale, exhale to the right. Inhale, exhale, round everything up. Touch your nose and hold it. Hold it for 3, 2, 1. Now lower the knee down, bring it up for 1, down, up for 2, down, up for 3, 4, one more, 5. Bring it back to plank. Lower down, chaturanga, upward facing and downward facing. If your shoulders are tired, you can rest in child's pose. And once again, if that was too hard to follow, just pause the video, do the remaining reps, and then join me for the other side. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale to the right tricep. Inhale, left tricep. Inhale, middle. Inhale, right tricep. Inhale, left. Make sure you're really driving that knee forward by compressing your core. Inhale, exhale to the middle. Last one. Inhale, let's go to the right. You got this. Inhale, let's go to the left. And inhale, let's go to the middle. Hold it, prepare mentally for those 5 pumps. Lower down, up for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Go back to downward facing dog or child's pose if you need some rest. We're gonna meet in a seated position. If you want to practice jump through, you don't need to do that. Just get into a comfortable seated position, and we're gonna bring our legs up towards the wall, and we're gonna do a couple of drills there. So I won't be looking towards the camera, I'm gonna be facing that way, but just follow me. We're gonna be doing mostly top to bottom movements for the upper region of our core. This is particularly helpful for handstands, since this is a shape that we do in a handstand. If we bring our hands overhead, this is a L-shaped handstand. I want you to, your butt is in fully contact with the ground, with the wall, and your back is fully contact with the ground. From here, bring both hands overhead and crunch only from the upper region without lifting your lumbar spine. Lower down, up. Let's go for 10 of those. 2, up. 3, exhaling every time you go up. 4, it's all about the core, it's not about your head. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now open slightly your legs. We're gonna touch in the middle of our legs with our hands as best as you can do. If this is all you can get, that's fine. I rather this than you're like just cranking reps for the sake of cranking reps. Place your hands in front of you. Let's go for 10 of those. Exhale, touch, inhale down, exhale, touch, inhale down, exhale. 3, 4, 5, 6. Point those toes. Imagine like you're in a weird handstand. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Relax a little bit. We're gonna go towards the left and then towards the right. 5 on 5 on each side, alternating. So prepare your hands. Inhale, exhale, go towards the left, rotate. Inhale, exhale, rotate. Really lifting those shoulder blades off the ground. Left, right, left, right. 2 more, left, right. As 1, left, and right. Bring both legs together, getting into a tuck position without moving your butt. Basically getting, if flexibility doesn't allow you, you can bring yourself a little bit backwards or just bring your legs a little bit forward. From here, both hands behind your head, crunch to elbows towards your knees. Basically you're in a tuck handstand position. So let's go for 10 of those. Exhale, really getting higher this time. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Relax. You can release your legs from the wall. Take a little break. However you like. You can sit down. Just take a little break, because the next part is going to be a little bit more intense, since we're going to be focusing a lot on the hip flexors by doing some L-sits and some leg raises, some hollow holds, and let's get into that. So we're going to begin now with second round, or the second part of this workout, the more intense one. We're going to be working on L-sit to tuck V-sit. Now, if you don't have an L-sit, this is an L-sit, and this is a tuck V-sit. That is the movement. Now, this is a pretty advanced movement. So how do you scale it down? First, begin on tuck L-sit and only do little pumps forward. Second, if that's still too hard, keep your feet on the ground. From here, 1 second of tuck L-sit, 1 second lift, and then touch down. That is more than enough. If you're more advanced, or before we get into advanced, if this is really a struggle, do not get discouraged by this movement. We are building strength, so it should be hard. So what I want you to do is modify as much as you can, even if you're just lifting yourself off the ground and you're doing that for 3 times. That is more than enough at the beginning to build that depression of the scapular strength, that hip flexor strength to keep those legs up. Choose the modification for you. If you are more advanced, you can do it without the blocks, but it is pretty challenging to do it with the hands on the floor. I'm gonna do it with the blocks, just for demonstration purposes. And I like to have a little bit more space, even though I can do it on the floor. Sometimes it's better to go backwards one step. Enough talking, let's get to work. Place your hands on the blocks. I'm gonna go for L-sit, 2 seconds, then up, back to L-sit, 2 seconds, up. Let's try to get for 5. If you don't get 5, you get only 3. That is fine. As you do this workout, you're gonna become stronger. You're gonna be able to do it. So place your hands, L-sit, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, bring it up, and bring it down. 1, 2, bring it up, bring it down. 1, 2, up, lean back, and down. 1, 2, up, down. If you're with me, one more. 1, 2, up, and down. Release, seated forward fold. Inhale, and exhale, fold. Again, I don't want any comments. This is not for beginners, even though beginners won't be on the title. This is way too hard. You're folding your body in half. I am folding my body in half because this is my practice. If I stay here, this is nothing to me. So it is my job as a coach and as a teacher to show you my own practice, to see you, for you guys to see me sweating. And here's where I feel it. If you're here, that is your place to be. That is your position. If you feel it here, that is your position. Work with your body, how it's feeling today. Whew. Enough talking, a lot of sweat. Find your seated forward fold, take a little break. We're gonna go for a second round of those. If you're feeling a little bit more optimistic today, you can go for 3 rounds. Or again, you can use some ankle weight. If you're ready, go with me. If not, pause the video and follow it after this. We begin on L-sit in 3, 2, 1. L-sit, tuck L-sit, down, L-sit, tuck L-sit, down, L-sit, tuck V-sit, L-sit, 4, last one, L-sit, 5, set it down, slightly wider forward fold, inhale and fall. Return to your body, return to your breathing, find your center. Enjoy the sweat, enjoy the difficult practice if it's becoming difficult. And as you learn to see a difficult practice as just something that it's a goal, it's something that I need to work towards it, that same applies to difficult moments, and we're going through very difficult moments. Being able to endure a yoga practice, and endure is not doing the yoga practice entirely and perfectly, it is about just showing up. If you're able to just show up and accept where you are in your journey, then every time a difficult situation pops up, like we are right now, you are going to be able to go through that. It is not what happens in the mat, it's actually what happens outside the mat and what you do with anything and everything that you learn in your yoga practice. A lot of talking, I know. Inhale, lift your chest. Let's move to our posterior chain. I want you to grab one block. You're going to Superman lift. We're gonna go for 10. I know, even if you don't get 10, as a challenge, we're gonna go 10 lift, and at the 10, we're gonna hold for 10 seconds. I want you to squeeze a block together to create that arm abduction to the middle, engaging a little bit on the upper body strength. So, if you're with me, legs together or straddle for an easier variation. Lift, engage your posterior chain entirely, and down. Lift, and down. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, 4, exhale. Inhale, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, squeeze that block together. Last one, 10, squeeze everything up, lift a little bit higher. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, set it down. Bring the block towards you for Sphinx pose. Bring the elbows a little bit closer together. Slightly squeezing the block. Push down with your shoulders and back. And just relax into the stretch. We're gonna go for another round of this, even though I wanted to keep this video short, but I see more value in doing a longer practice that you guys are working towards it than doing several small practices. But as always, let me know what you think in the comment section, and I'll make sure to follow whatever you guys said. So let's go for the second round, with the block or without the block. It is your practice, it is your body. Adjust accordingly. Inhale, lift for 1, lower down, 2, 3. If you have any pain on the lumbar spine, please back off this exercise. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Put the block aside. Inhale for upward facing, and exhale for downward facing dog. Return to your breathing one more time. We're gonna finish off with an advanced core compression work in downward facing dog. If this is way too hard and you don't really feel it, I'm gonna give modifications as always, but if you don't really feel it, just do seated thigh compressions to finish off the practice, as I really wanna make emphasis on the hip flexors. That way, if you're doing this daily, the press to handstand is gonna become much easier, and I know a lot of you guys want the press to handstand and want hip flexor strength. So the exercise is gonna be on downward facing dog, and we're gonna get the left leg to touch, and then to the opposite. That is pretty intense. Modifications would be to elevate your hands. That way you're gonna have more space and not touch the hand, but touch the block. If that becomes still hard, I allow you to slightly bend your leg and get as far as you can go. As far as you can go will mean that you will feel it on the hip flexor working, and that is more than enough. You don't need to toe tap in order to build this strength. You just need to do the exercise that is right for you. So choose the progression accordingly. We're gonna go for 5 by alternating 5 here and 5 here, 1, 1, 1, 1, and then we switch to the other side, and then some cool down for the practice. So place your hands shoulder width apart, get into downward facing dog. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, left leg touches and touches. Touch and touch. Touch, that rotation, it is not easy. 3, 4, if you only get here, that's fine. Feel the abductors of your leg working. That is more than enough. Last one, left, right, set it down. Just go with the right, catch your breathing. Inhale, exhale, right, left, back. Right, left, and back. Right, left, and back. You can be on your toes. Right, left, back, unless you want an extra challenge, and try to get it. Let's do one more, finish off. Right, left, back to downward facing dog. Jump to a seated position or step. Doesn't really matter, you can just sit down in a comfortable position. Grab just one block. We're gonna finish off with a spinal twist. Place it beneath your sit bones just to make the position a little bit easier, but you can do it just sitting down. We're gonna begin with right leg below, left leg above in this cross-legged position. Right arm is gonna go up. Take a deep inhale and exhale, twist from your belly. Wanna hold here for about 3 breaths. So find your position. Every inhalation, you lift your chest higher. On every exhalation, you twist a little bit deeper. Go back to center. Switch it over. Right leg on top of the left leg, curl it, hook it below. Inhale, left arm overhead, twist from your belly, not from your hips, from your belly by keeping your hips square. You can look at your right shoulder and hold it there. Try not to force a pose, but find that position of a stillness of the mind and a stillness of the body. Inhale back to center. Find a comfortable seated position. I am sweating like crazy. Miami weather. Place your hands on top of your knees, facing up. We're just gonna finish off with some ranting of life. Just feeling our body and feeling our energy after that practice, seeing how you feel, checking in with yourself. It is important to do it prior to your practice, but it's also super critical to do it post your practice and observe those changes that are happening within yourself. So place your hands on your knees, facing up to receive if you want to, or Shin Mudra if it's in your practice. Relax your body, relax your mind. Let go of the breath, of the control of your breath. And just observe. Watch how your body feels right now in comparison to at the beginning of the practice. Not to judge, not to say which one is better, but just to observe. During difficult moments, it is easy to get caught up in a doing mentality, even though you are not going out to work or something. It's easy to feel like you are bored or you are not in the place that you should be and that you need to be doing something, when in reality we don't need to do anything. The only thing that we truly need to do is just be and observe and be okay with everything that is around us and within us. Please make sure that you are feeling proud for showing up today. Even if you only did a little part of the practice, even if you have had to stop the video, even if you just watch the video, feel proud for showing up today and doing something for yourself, for your health, and in turn that will be helping everyone around you. Let's bring a moment of silence to check in with our body, to feel, and to just be. Slowly open your eyes. Thank you guys so much for sharing this practice with me. May all living beings be happy and free. Namaste. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, share, subscribe, and comment down below what else do you want to see on this channel, and we'll make sure to do that. With that being said, guys, I'll see you next week. Much love.